Hey guys, it's Joe. I hope everyone's doing great out there. Coming at you tonight with a horror movie review. And tonight we are going to be reviewing Green Room. Now, Green Room is a movie that was just released not too long ago. It did come out this year in 2016. It stars the late Anton Yelchin, who we unfortunately just lost in a tragic accident this year. He was a fantastic actor, guys. He was, was mainly known for his, portrayal in Star Trek. But I gotta say, if you've never seen the movie Rudderless, that is one that I saw recently and one that I think was pretty underrated. I didn't hear a whole hell of a lot about it, but it's a great movie. Definitely go and check that out if you can. But let's get into Green Room, guys. Now, Green Room got a very small release in theaters, very limited release, so I don't think a lot of people really had the chance to see it in theaters. I did not, but it has just been released out on DVD, and I believe you'll get it in Redbox soon enough. But all right, let's go into a basic plot synopsis on Green Room here. Basically, Green Room is about this music group. They are a really, I guess I would call it hardcore punk type music group, and they're basically traveling from place to place trying to make money. They're not a very big band at all, very small time. But basically, they're going around the country trying to pick up gigs and trying to, I guess, get discovered. When they basically stumble upon this kid who promised them a good gig, and we find out basically he gets him a gig at essentially a Nazi, I guess you could say, get together. Very, a lot of skinheads and a lot of, anti-Semitic Nazi type people there. So definitely a little bit, you could definitely almost feel the tension almost immediately, and not immediately, but 15, 20 minutes into this movie, the tension already starts. I'm not going to get too deep into this, guys, but basically, if you've seen the trailers, they witness a murder, essentially, and basically they weren't supposed to witness that murder, and that's all I'll go into it. Essentially, I think the less you know going into this movie, probably the better. So we'll end it at that. So immediate thoughts coming out of this movie. I thought it was a very, very well done movie. The acting is top notch. We have Patrick Stewart, who plays one of the main villains in this movie, and he is fantastic in it. But overall, the acting in this is really well done. This movie was a lot more violent than I thought it was going to be, which isn't a bad thing. It was, a lot of a couple of jaw-dropping moments where you really don't see it coming. But it's basically, a story about essentially survival, and it's just really, really well done. So I don't want to go too deep into it because I think the fresher you go into this movie, the better it is for you guys. So I will say I highly recommend checking this movie out. I will give it an 8 out of 10. I will say it is definitely a thriller rather than horror, but of course, I put thriller and horror in the same type of, a thriller is kind of a subgenre of horror. So definitely check this one out, guys. The tension in this movie is super, super strong. You'll be on the edge of your seat throughout this movie. But with the caveat, if it is very violent, it's pretty violent. So if you're squeamish, maybe this one isn't the one for you, but highly recommended, guys. 8 out of 10. Probably will show up, quite possibly, on my top of the year list. It was that good. So definitely go and check it out, guys. Green Room. So if you have seen Green Room, let me know in the comments down below. And that's it, guys. So I hope everyone has a great night, and we'll see you all real soon.